Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
I'll be back.
Hello.
Totally the wrong music.
Welcome to show number 8 of the 2-Minute Terminator, where we break down the Terminator bolt by bolt, screw by screw. We are now in minute 14, and we're going to go all the way to minute 16. And yeah.
What's
Take it
occurring?
away.
What is occurring? Well, actually, as
Talk
we
to us.
promised
Dick Miller.
last episode, we were going to smear Dick all over this podcast. The Terminator walks into a gun shop and he is confronted and sold guns to, well, nearly sold guns to because he shoots him, spoiler, by a character actor called Dick Miller, who's been pretty much in every kind of awesome genre film, right from the, I think he started off in Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean. If we skip back, we're going to actually find out if that's true. I think it is. He started off in a film in 1955 called Apache Woman, and he was then in The Gunslinger, and lots of westerns. The Oklahoma Woman. He didn't play the woman. He played a bartender. And yeah, where
So he likes his guns.
Whirly Birds, Carnival Rock, Sorority Girl. Yeah, these are all Roger Corman movies, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Roger Corman. So Ellie, yeah, Roger Corman. So he's from the Roger Corman school of things. So I guess that's why James Cameron put him in this, because James Cameron, of course, is an acolyte of the Roger Corman school of filmmaking.
Oh,
James
wow.
Cameron, as we mentioned in previous episodes, did production design and did matte painting for him on some of his films. And he then went on to do Escape from New York.
He calls on his contacts, doesn't he?
He does.
Certainly does.
Wise man.
Get me Dick. I want this film filled with Dick.
Get me, Dick Miller.
So yeah, Bucket of Blood, The Untouchables, Little Shop of Horrors, not the Steve Martin version, the
I thought
1960
Little Shop of
version.
Horrors was rubbish. Just gonna put that out there.
Wait, what?
Didn't
Which
like
one?
it.
The Jack Nicholson one?
The musical.
What, with Steve Martin and
I
everyone?
thought it was terrible.
Is Jack Nicholson in this? No. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Jesus.
You did confuse me a little bit then.
Yeah, I swear to God he was in a James Dean movie. Which one could that have been? Oh no. James Dean, where are you?
We'll retract that last comment.
Yeah. Anyway,
Back to Terminator.
back to this clip. He's just walked into the gun shop. And yeah, we're going to
He suddenly knows
watch
his
him buy some
guns.
guns.
Arnold actually, a couple of weeks previous to filming this,
Yeah.
practiced with lots of different types of guns. He dismantled them, learned how they work, and a lot of the time he actually tried to do it with his eyes shut so that he'd really know the pieces when he was using them. You know, really getting into the role.
Be more and more machine-like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
like that. What do they call that? Method acting or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk to
Method
us,
acting.
Ethan. Method acting.
Oh, well, I'll come to that shortly, but to continue with Dick Miller's endless list of films and boring the audience member all the more, he was in Piranha. He's been in 1941, the Steven Spielberg 1979 World War II film that was a massive flop. He's a favourite actor of Joe Dante, he put him in The Howling. He put him in Gremlins 1 and 2 as Mr. Fudderman.
Yeah, that's where I know him
He's
from.
in Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
He's in all of Joe Dante's films, I think. He's in Police Squad. Twilight Zone, the movie that we saw recently.
So how come he gets all the roles and the bum doesn't?
He's just really connected, I guess. Project X, the 1987 monkey flying a plane film.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Not the 2011 Project X, which is about the kind of kids throwing a party. So yeah, gun shop. Talk to me. Inner Space as well. There we go. Stop listing Dick Miller's films. We'll move on from that.
Love Inner Space though. It's great.
So yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's buying some guns. Talk to me. What do you think?
Good-looking guns.
He definitely knows his guns.
He knows
The
his
question
guns.
being,
Yeah.
how would a Terminator know what all those guns were, considering he's from the future? Because would they have those kind of guns?
You'd have detailed files.
Yeah.
Of human
But where are these
weapons.
files from, though? If he's from the future,
Well, if you imagine, I guess Skynet is like the internet. It would have information and everything,
is
wouldn't
it like the
And
Yeah.
internet?
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
In
you know-
in Salvation, when what's his chap? The chap who's half human, half Terminator.
Right.
When he gets into Skynet, he's flicking through all kinds of newsreel clips, which are logged into Skynet's hardcore So it is actually internet based.
Oh, okay.
Which
So they'd have
Terminator
like
is that?
Salvation.
Oh, one of the unofficial sequels.
That we won't discuss now. And then we've got Kyle walking through the streets, soaring off the...
Well, to bring people up to speed, the bookending of the scenes, just so we know again where we are, because I'm actually losing place now.
in 2 minutes.
Minute 14, the 45 Longslide with load of siding, and then the Terminator approaches the wrong Sarah Connor's front door. And within that 2 minutes, lots of amazing stuff happens. So, to keep with the tradition of giving actors their props who had small roles in Terminator, and whose careers have fortunately died with Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a.k.a. the Terminator, pulls up to a payphone and yanks a man off the payphone.
Who looks a bit like Hagrid.
Hagrid, yes. He's played by John E. Bristol. And I like you, Daddy.
Sick guy.
Can you tell me the name of the policeman that was in the thing? In episode 2 of this podcast? Come on, you can do it.
What's Fritz?
Ken Fritz, who played policeman number 1, and Tom Oberhaus, who played policeman number 2, and Ed Dugans, who played cop in Alley. Their final acting job was in Terminator 1984. The same can be said for this guy. Not Dick Miller. I've just messed up completely now. Where's he gone? Man on phone. The man on the phone who looks exactly like Hagrid. Phone booth man. Right, yeah. Sorry, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. John E. Bristol was the guy who played the man on the phone, and his career ended in 1984. The Curse of Terminator strikes again. Prior to this, he was in Off the Wall playing Rennie LaFleur, so he must have thought, I finally got a part where I use a name. I've got a character name.
And then he went back to Phone Booth Man.
Phone Booth Man, and that was it. He was out of the business.
Out of the booth and out of the business.
Whoever let this pig into the booth.
Exactly.
He was in a film called Wacko as a driver's ed teacher, and he was in Mork and Mindy as Ebu. I can only assume that's an alien. The Greatest American Hero as guy who lives under bridge. A role I feel should have gone to Stan Yale, who specialised in homeless people and bums. So yeah, there we have it. Unbelievable. The Curse of Terminator strikes again. He started his career as Bear the Hermit.
That's never mentioned in any trivia. I haven't come across that at all.
So yeah, when the Terminator does pull up to the fake Sarah Connor, not the fake, she was Sarah Connor, but like the wrong Sarah Connor's house. She could be fake. She's playing Sarah Connor.
True.
Yeah.
He squishes the kid's toy,
which is just mean.
Originally, I think when Cameron was actually writing the Terminator, he was actually going to have some kind of backstory that Sarah Connor had a ice skating accident, and she was going to have 3 metal pins in her leg, and that is actually how that they were going to find out if they'd killed the correct Sarah Connor or not. They were going to have a scene where the Terminator would split open the leg and see if the pins were in there. But then they decided not to have that.
Would they need to do that though? Because
there's three or four different Sarah Connors.
Do you think
they had
would the
nothing...
Terminator need to split a Neo? Would he be able to just X-ray it with his eyes?
Well, it's just part of the, I guess, brainstorming of Cameron. But that's something that was definitely
to show the inhumanity of the
written
Terminator.
down. Plus, it'd be an exciting special effect considering we do get bits split open and there's lots of lovely fake blood and
We've
flesh.
got Kyle sawing off his shotgun and making it a shotgun and tying it on to a piece of string under his jacket.
Like that'll take.
And wearing a T-shirt that we never saw him steal.
Yeah, where did he get the T-shirt from?
Where is
Baron?
that T-shirt from?
Another hobo.
Because it looks like the hobo T-shirt because it's all cut off at the neck. It's kind of thing I'd actually wear, to be honest, in terms of
it's not V
the
enough.
shape. Yeah,
You're not seeing enough cleavage.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Also, I think in terms of tension, wouldn't it have been better to have him just keep killing Sarah Connors? You could have made a little bit more of a sequence of the film where you have him just killing the wrong Sarah, not the wrong, just making sure you got the right one. Because there's several Sarah Connors in the phone booth, right? Book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 2 of them get killed, and there's only 3.
No, only one of them got killed.
No, 2 of them. There's one on the news. The first one on the news. Then this one.
Oh, I never noticed that. Oh yes, of course.
It was, yeah.
Come on, boys.
Because she goes, don't change the channel.
True.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's that's why it then becomes a weird case. because it's 2 Sarah Connors and she is the 3rd Sarah Connor.
Of course.
And he hears her voice on the phone.
If you are
saying,
thinking of doing a
Sarah.
Terminator podcast, it's probably better that you know a lot about Terminator, which I do, but I can't believe I overlooked that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe
We all make mistakes.
I'll take it back, James
Well
Cameron. You
done.
did a sterling job, sir. Well done.
But
So yeah, and the star of the next episode is going to be Marianne Ellie. How do you say that?
Muralala?
I'm,
Muralala.
Mulalili.
if anyone wants to send in a voice clip of how to pronounce her name,
Yeah,
That'd
she
be most
plays the
welcome.
Sarah Connor that gets shot. That's coming up in the next scene. Spoilers.
Mm.
Hopefully, like I said, you're not watching this with us every 2 minutes and you've not seen Terminator before. How do you? Can you pronounce that, Baron? Into the mic. Go on, son.
Yeah.
Into the mic.
Muralala.
Mulele.
Mulele.
Mulelli? That's just yodeling.
Oh my God, she might have broken the curse. This is so exciting. I cannot wait to get to episode 8.
Well, look, it was how many years?
Actually, you know what? It's going to be
18
episode 9.
years.
Oh my God.
Is it 16 years before she does something else?
We'll have to discuss in the next episode.
All these questions and more will be answered in episode 9 of 2T, the 2-Minute Terminator. Follow us on Twitter at 2T Terminator. 2-Minute Terminator. On Facebook at 2T.
Listeners, I promise I'm going to tattoo this into Ethan's forehead.
How would I
On
do
his
it?
hand.
We'll just put a mirror in front of you.
Yeah, and
You'll
if
read
you
it back
have
to
any
front.
suggestions, ideas for the show, if you want something that we've clearly missed, if you're like a bigger fan than we are of Terminator and you want to send a voice clip in to the email 2-Minute Terminator, it's number 2 minuteterminator@gmail.com. That's number 2 minuteterminator@gmail.com.
Hopefully Ethan will be able to read it.
And yeah, I will be able to read it out. And yeah, we might throw the voice clips into the show as well at some point. So if you want to send some stuff in,
Send some stuff.
Send some stuff.
send cosplay outfit photos to the Twitter or the Facebook, and yeah, send in your suggestions via voice clip to the email address. But
Or
we'll
in hand if you want to maybe have Ethan get dressed up.
yeah,
in
we'll give you
something.
the address of where we're recording from. You can come over with a big knife and just take over the show, basically. And probably do a better version of it. But yeah, see you next time. Bye!
Hasta la vista.
Laters.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I have big square head.